Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of triangles. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this topic, the question tells us to consider an obtuse angled triangle ABC, and further it's telling us the difference between the largest and the smallest angle. Means the largest angle, let's say we are considering that as A as the largest angle and C as the smallest angle. So we are considering A is greater than B greater than C, let's say. So it's telling us that the difference between them is pi over 2. So A is basically pi over 2 plus C. And further the question is telling us the sides of this triangles are in arithmetic progression. So if the triangles of this sides of this triangle are in arithmetic progression, we know that the difference between the consecutive terms is a constant value. So if I have the largest side, I know it is opposite to largest angle. So I know the three sides can be put as A minus D, A and A plus D. So A plus D becomes the largest side, and that is opposite to angle A because angle A we have taken as the greatest. So basically this is the side BC. A minus D becomes the side opposite to the smallest angle, and smallest angle we have taken as C. So opposite of that is AB, and then A becomes the side AC. So we are considering that as my three sides. And further, the question tells us suppose that the vertices of this triangle lie on a circle whose radius is 1. So all the vertices of the triangle lie on the circle whose radius is given to us, that is 1. The question is asking us if A is the area of triangle ABC, then the question asked to us is to find the value of 64A, the whole square. So we need to figure out the value of 64A, the whole square. And if I talk about the answer choices, we haven't been given any answer choices in this question. So we need to figure out the correct answer for this question that is asked to us. Let's see how to solve this question further and figure out the answer choices. Before starting off with the solution for this question that is given to us here, I would like to tell you that please do subscribe to my channel and support the channel as well, because it takes lots of efforts in making these videos for you on everyday basis. Let's see how to solve this question further. So I have been given the three sides are in arithmetic progression. So if I use the idea, I know A minus D, A and A plus D are my three sides. And they've also given us that the difference between the largest and the smallest angle is pi over 2. And the radius of this circle it's given to us is 1. So if I apply first the sine rule here, I can write that as BC over sine A. So opposite side of sine A is BC. Then if I see for angle B, the opposite side is AC. So AC over sine B is equals to AB over sine C. And that is equals to 2R, because the three vertices of the triangle lie on the circle. So we know for that that is equals to 2R. And further, if I try to solve this, I get this as BC is basically, in this case, we have been given BC, we have figured out the side, and that's of the measure A plus D. So A plus D over sine A. AC, if I figure out, it's A. So A over sine B, and the smallest side, which is A minus D over sine C. That is equals to 2 into radius of the circle is given to us as 1. So that basically becomes 2 into 1, which is 2. So I have all the three equal to each other, and that is equal to 2. So I have this sine rule with me. Now once I have this sine rule with me, the question also tells me that the difference between the largest and the smallest angle is equals to pi over 2. So from here I get A is nothing but pi over 2 plus C. So if I take sine of both the angles, I get sine of A equals sine of 90 plus C. So if I see here, I have already the idea with me, sine 90 plus theta. So sine of 90 plus theta means it is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. And whenever it is 90 plus the angle, the trigonometric ratio changes to cos. So becomes cos C. And this is your sine. So once I have sine A and cos C, so if I equate this two, I get from here sine A is equals to A plus D over 2. And if I use this idea, cos C I can also write as square root of cos square C. And why I'm doing that, let's see. So sine A is equals to cos square C in the square root, that gives you cos C. Cos square C I can further write as 1 minus sine square C. And why I'm doing that, because from this I know sine A is A plus D over 2. If I equate the other two, from there I get sine C is A minus D over 2, right? And if I equate this with 2, I get sine B is A over 2. So I get sine C is A minus D over 2. So I can write this as 1 minus A minus D over 2 whole squared. Sine A, it is given to us as A plus D over 2. Now once I have this, if I further try to solve this question, what I can write here is, I can square both the sides because I don't want this square root. So I'll square both sides. I get A plus D over 2 whole square is equals to 1 minus A minus D over 2 the whole square. So if I expand this idea and take this also on the other side, I get A square plus 2AD plus D square over 4 plus A square minus 2AD plus D square over 4 is equals to 1. So if I solve for this entire idea, I'm getting from here 2A square. This plus 2AD and minus 2AD gets cancelled directly. And D square plus D square, I get 2D square. And divided by 4, so it's a common denominator. So 2A square plus 2D square divided by 4 is equals to 1. If I take 2 common, I get A square plus D square over 4 equals 1. So 2 ones, 2 times. So I get from here A square plus D square is equals to 2. So I get this equation in terms of A and D. Now if I use the cosine rule, I can use that as well. So if I use the cosine rule, I know that cos of B, if I use here, because I don't have a relation for B, so if I use that, I get the side which is opposite to B is subtracted. So opposite to B, I have A square, and the other two sides I just add the squares of them. So A plus D the whole square plus A minus D the whole square. Because I know cos of B, if I'm applying it, is A square plus C square minus B square over 2AC. So basically you are taking A and C is nothing but the sides which are adjacent to B, and B, this side is nothing but the opposite to B. So that is the idea I'm applying here. So I get 2 A plus D and A minus D. So if I further try to solve this, I get this also as A square plus 2AD plus D square plus A square minus 2AD plus D square minus A square divided by 2 A square minus D square. And this is nothing but equals to cos B. Now cos B, if I have, I can write further that as square root of cos square B, because I have sine B with me. So I'll try to convert that also in terms of sine. So 1 minus sine square B. And if I try to cancel some terms from here, I can cancel this and this. I can also cancel this and this. So what I am left with here is A square plus 2D square divided by 2A square minus D square. So we have this entire idea with me. Now further, if I try to solve this, let's see what I get. So square root of 1 minus sine square B, I can further write that as square root of 1 minus sine B we just figured out. And let's see what was that. So sine B we figured out, and sine B was A over 2. So if I go to that page and figure out this, sine B is A over 2. So I get this is A square over 4 equals to a square plus 2d square. So from the previous equation, we know a square plus d square is 2. So if I use that idea, I can split this 2d square as d square plus d square. So a square plus d square, I can write that as 2. So 2 plus d square is equals to 2 a square minus d square. And further, if I want to simplify this also and convert this also in terms of a square, I can write d square as 2 minus a square. So I can write this as 2 minus a square. So what I get from here is 2 plus 2, which is 4 minus a square, divided by 2 a square minus d square. And that is equals to square root of 4 minus a square divided by 4. So if I take the square of both of them, let's see what I get. So if I take the square, I get from here 4 minus a square, the whole square divided by 16 is equal to 4 minus a square divided by 2 a square minus d square. So I get one term cancelled here. So this one term gets cancelled. And when this one term gets cancelled, I'm left with 4 minus a square. And that is equals to 16 divided by 2 a square minus b square. So from here, I am getting, and if you're squaring this 4 minus a square, oh, we have made a mistake here. If I'm squaring this, it should not be square of this because square and square root gets cancelled. It should be actually the square of the other part. So let's rewrite that. So if I square it, I get 4 minus a square over 4. This remains as it is, and this basically gets squared. So it becomes 4 a square minus d square the whole square. So if I see, I get this 4 minus a square cancelled. So I get from here this 4 and 4 also cancelled. So I get from here a square minus d square the whole square is equals to 4 minus a square. Now once I have this equation, if I use my previous idea which we already figured out, that said d square you can just substitute as 2 minus a square. So if I substitute d square as 2 minus a square here only, so I get a square minus 2 minus a square the whole square is equals to 4 minus a square. So if I further try to solve it, I get a square plus a square 2a square minus 2 the whole square equals 4 minus a square. So I get this, and further I see 2 taken common, a square minus 1 the whole square equals 4 minus b square. So if I solve for this, let's see what I get. So 2 taken common, I get 4. A square minus 1 the whole square equals 4 minus b square. So if I solve it, I get 4. A square minus 2a plus 1 is equals to 4 minus a square. So I get 4a square, sorry, a square minus 1 the whole square becomes a raised to 4, not a square, minus 2a square plus 1 equals 4 minus a square. So I get 4 a raised to 4 minus 8a square plus a square plus 4, and minus 4 becomes 0. So you get here 4 a raised to 4 minus 7 a square equals 0. A square taken common, I get 4 a square minus 7 is equal to 0. So from here I get two values. One is a square equals to 0, which is not possible because if I put a square equals to 0, the value of the side of one triangle will become 0, which is not possible. And I get 4a square equals 7. So a square is 7 over 4. That gives me a as plus or minus square root of 7 over 2. But this minus sign is also not possible because it is the side of some angle, some triangle. It cannot be negative. So I can only have a as plus root 7 by 2. Once I have that, I know d square was 2 minus a square. So it gives me 2 minus 7 over 4, that is 8 minus 7, that is 1 over 4. So d square becomes 1 over 4, that gives you d as half. I have a square, I have d square, I have a, I have d. Once I have all of these ideas, I can just find my sides of the triangle. So my sides of the triangle were a plus d, a minus d, and a. So instead of finding that, let's just go for the area of the triangle. They have told me area of the triangle ABC is denoted by A. And if I write that area of triangle using this idea of triangles, properties in trigonometry, it is given by half into AB sine C. So if I use that idea, half A and B which are there are the sides which are with the angle C. So in that case, A and B becomes with the sine C with the angle C, I have A and A plus D. So that is the idea. So I get half A and A plus D. And sine C, I have just figured out that also in terms of A and D from here. So we know sine C is A minus D over 2. So I get from here sine C is A minus D over 2. So I get from here A square minus D square divided by 4. Now once I have A into A square minus D square divided by 4, that's your area of the triangle, and that is given by small a. Once I have this, I just substitute that values. So I get root 7 over 2. A square is 7 over 4. D square is 1 over 4. So you get 6 over 4 divided by 4. So you get 6 root 7 divided by 8, and 8 into 4 is 32. So 2 3 times and 2 16 times, you get 3 over 16 root 7. Now once I have 3 over 16 root 7 as my value of A, the question is asking me to figure out the value of 64A the whole square. So if I do that, 64 times 3 over 16 root 7 the whole square. So 16 ones, 16 fours, 4 into 3 root 7, so 12 root 7 the whole square. So 144 into 7. 7 fours is 28, 2. 7 fours is 28, 2, 30 again. 7 ones is 7 and 10. So you get the answer for the question, and that turns out to become 1008. So I get the answer for the question, and that basically becomes 1008. And that becomes a correct answer for the question that is given to us here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions, which deals with the ideas of using the properties of triangles. I'll see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic. And we are going to continue our series of questions on JEE Advanced. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, if you're enjoying these videos that we are doing on everyday basis, please do like the videos as well, and do subscribe to my channel, and share this channel with your friends also who are involved in this preparation of the questions on JEE Advanced, so they can also take the benefit from these questions that we are solving on everyday basis. Thank you.